Hello, lovelies. My name is Jkay. I'm so happy to have you join me on the BRR show today. You know, on BRR show, we talk about business, relationship, and real life issues. And I have a wonderful woman with me on the show today, and that is Olashile Abayomi. She is the CEO of supermarkets. This woman cooks soup. Hey, hello. All right. So we will be talking about factors to consider when going into food business. So tell us, you have made millions from cooking food. That's this food we just cook in the kitchen and pour inside plates.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
So how did you start? Did you hear a voice, or you were ministered to, or one prophet just saw you on the road and said, be cooking food,
Yeah, just
you will
make
make millions?
It's actually a divine call, though. It's not because I know how to cook or I want to cook. It's a divine call. So yeah, you're right when you said, did I hear a voice? I did hear a voice, actually.
Wow.
Again, thanks for having me.
Yes.
Let me acknowledge that.
It's okay, because I love you so much. Okay, so we're just going to go straight into the topic, which is like factors, you know, things to watch out for when you want to go into food business. A lot of people are doing food business these days. As a matter of fact, some you eat it and then your bowels will never remain the same again.
Right.
So what are the things you consider? You just wake up. For someone like you have a call. So there are a lot of things that are guiding you in this business. You know, is this something that, like, you? I see the way you are fresh, and there's some other evidence I saw before this show started. You know, that is inspiring me. Now I can just say, I don't want to do this OAP again. Let me go and be cooking food. So please inspire me. Tell me things that I really need to consider before I start, because more voices.
All right. Basically, I just think, okay, so I'm not going to speak from the spiritual standpoint. Now I'm going to talk as a businesswoman.
Yes.
And at the beginning, you need to know why you're going into the business. So are you going into it because you think it is the in thing? It is what everybody wants to do. You know, everybody's doing it, your friend is doing it. And are you motivated because of what you see on social media? Because social media can tell a lot of lies and create a lot of illusions. So you need to consider why you're going into it. You have to know that one first. Is it because of money? Now, if you're driven only because of money, money is part of it, very important part of it. But if you're driven only because of money, when the money is not coming in, because there are days of famine and there are days of plenty. So on the days that the money is not coming in, you're going to give up. You're going to stop doing it and you move into the next thing that is raining at the moment. And by that, you're not consistent. Number two, after knowing your why, you need to be consistent about what you want to do. Absolutely. Then you need to know your how. How am I going to go about this? Which markets will I go to? What do I buy?
Where do I buy raw
food and all those things? You need to know your how. Then you need to know your audience. Who do you want to cater to? You want to cater to the high-ended people, to the low class, the middle class. You want to
even children.
Exactly. Maybe just children. You know, food business is so vast that you can't limit it to one thing. You want to go exclusive or you want to go generic. You know, those are the things that you just need to consider. And if you know those three, you're on your way to success. You're on your way.
Okay. So how do you manage, you know, sometimes, do you have scenarios where a client books, okay, I want this type of food and this type of food, and at the end of the day, you couldn't reach them? What do you do with such foods?
Reach them, like when we want to deliver?
Yes, when you want to deliver.
That's a serious one, because sometimes we have some customers have that thing in them where you know food is coming. We've reminded you a day before. We've reminded you that morning.
You booked for the food.
And you paid for the food. So I wonder why you wouldn't pick up your phone when you know that you're expecting something. But what do we do with the food? We keep calling till they pick up, or sometimes you just take it back and freeze it. But I usually do not encourage that, because some of them at the early stage of the business, my eyes saw pepper. So they'll tell you, they're not picking up and everything. You're scared because you don't want to refund. You don't have money to refund. Then you put it in your freezer. Then somebody will tell you, they've tampered with it and all that. You didn't even see the food from the beginning, so how do you know that it was tampered with? You know, so I just like to tell them that if we don't see you, we drop it with, you know, after calls. You know, I give them 10 missed calls.
Okay, that's enough. That's a limit.
After 10 missed calls, you don't pick it up. I drop it with the security person. I ask for the person's name. I drop it with them. I'm sorry, it's no longer in my care, because from the beginning I told you that you should be expecting your food, and we had an agreement.
So that's breach of contract.
Though. It's a tough thing, but we are navigating.
Absolutely. That's nice to hear. So how do you shop for raw foods? Like, do you store them? Do you go every day to buy fresh things? You know, there are some men that I've heard that their wives have to cook fresh soup every day. Please don't marry me if you're that type of man.
Right. Don't marry me too. Don't that kind of man. I'm sorry. Okay, so there are some things that you buy every day, and there are some things that you already store. You store. You know, you buy them in bulk, like beef, but all those things, you buy them in bulk. But vegetables. Even pepper, you can buy pepper in bulk. As it depends on your sales and your hair. You sometimes you just blend and keep it and something. But the vegetables like the ugu, pumpkin leaves, kale, spinach, all those things, you have to buy them fresh. You know, so but other things like stockfish, all those things, you know, there are markets that you go to that. Okay, let me give you a tip in case you want to learn and you don't know. For stockfish and any other raw food like crayfish and maybe dry pepper, go to Oyingbo. For beef and the cow meat, shaki, that's all those things, go to Jkay or you go to Moshe. So one of the two places for you, or you go to the nearest market around you for vegetables, because those are fresh things. You can easily get them.
Yes, you see what I'm giving to you guys on the BRR show. Like this, now you've already started food business with these tips. Okay, Shile, do you have situations where you want to give the food to dispatch rider and you're thinking, come on, let them not go and eat it on their way? No, have you ever had that kind of scenario?
No, I hear people say that, and I'm wondering, how come? Okay, so for me, maybe because they know that we're on a show, so well, maybe because they understand that this person,
they understand your personality. Let's put it that way.
So they won't even want to try that with me. They know they won't try that with me. And you know, so this is a very important thing for you starting out a business, a food business.
Food business.
Don't call just anybody to deliver food to your customers. It is not right. This is food that they will eat. Have trusted people, like 5 people, so on speed dial. So if this one is not available, this one is available. People that you know that they love people that love God, people that fear God. Don't just give it to just anybody. And if you're using Uber, because sometimes we do Uber, if it's a bulk delivery, you need to talk to the person with kindness, monitor the person, let the person
kindness first, so that they will also treat you with kindness.
Yes, because I see the way some people treat dispatch riders like they're nothing. They will treat your orders like
eventually
nothing
they will throw it around too.
You know, give them money. Sometimes it's sunny, they have come, give them cold water, give them money to buy drink. They will be happy to do your job. In fact, they will cancel every other person
to make sure that they deliver your own.
Yeah, so it has never happened to us before. Never. The way we even seal the food, you cannot even tamper. It's not possible. I seal it well. You can't.
Well sealed, permanently sealed until it gets to the owner. Okay, so that leads me to the next question, which is some months back there was this trend that I don't know if it was a rumor that people are paying those who sell food to poison other people's foods. So they're telling you don't collect food from people, and then all this food tray, maybe it's your birthday and somebody bring that they can actually pay somebody to poison your food and everything. Someone told me that, and I was really shocked because I'm like, nobody wants to spoil their own business. Oh, you knew about it? No. It was training that even when they bring food tray for you, don't eat it. Oh, someone paid someone to poison defense food, and then because of course probably if she had cooked it they would have known. So she said, please just help me put it and then go and deliver it as a birthday present.
So if did the person not value the brand? Because at the end of the day, they're going to trace it that it is the food that they bought from you.
You know, there is not everything on Instagram that is a brand.
Well, that's another one.
Some of them are.
But that's evil. That's wickedness.
Yes, extreme wickedness.
Nasty. Also, I have a point. See, when they know your personality, don't pretend. Just be who you are. People will watch what they bring to you. So there is one client of mine, a very high-ended client, and somebody asked me and said, I know you cook for this person. Okay. What is the kind of food that this person is always ordering from you? And I said, I'm sorry, I cannot disclose that.
It's confidential.
He said, no, I want to order the same thing. I said, I cannot disclose.
Just go to my page and order anything you like
you
there.
see online, order it from there, and I'll just do the deliveries. But for me to tell you what she buys from me, I'll never ever do that. Oh, you're arrogant. Well, it's fine.
You will be all right.
I'm sorry if that's how you feel, but I'm not gonna ever do that to you. Again, another one said, oh, I missed this my friend though. I traveled out and I've missed my friend. But I noticed that this my friend buys from you. So can you give me their new address? I said, okay. This your friend. I'm sure you have the Facebook account and all those things. Look for you. I'm sure you have mutual friends.
Go and ask your mutual friend to help you collect the number.
Address, and I'm not gonna do
address. That is so dangerous.
Yeah, I said, so I'm never gonna do that. And she said, oh, they told me already that you will not answer me. Oh, good.
You knew. Good. So why did you try?
Good. See, in business, people will bring nonsense to you. People will test you. See, business is spiritual. It is not just something you just do. I said I was doing spiritual before, but I have to let you know, it's not an easy terrain. So you have to be very prayerful and be discerning. Otherwise, somebody will just put you in trouble. And you don't know. See, it's so bad that some of these clients, their chefs will call me and say, so you are the one preparing this thing for our organ and don't eat my food again. It has happened to me like maybe 3 times or 4 times. Like, my boss is always buying this particular thing from you. Why are they not? Am I not the chef?
Exactly, I'm employed. So probably they're feeling threatened that maybe eventually
I just beg them that I'm sorry. Before they go and put something in the food and say it is me, I say, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. Please forgive me. I did not know. Sorry, please.
Wisdom is profitable to direct. Wisdom is profitable to
Sorry.
direct.
So it's
okay, on that note, we're going to go on a short break and then we'll be right back. Stay with us. Hello lovelies, welcome back from that short break. We're still on the BRR show, the business, relationship and real life issue show, and I've been talking to the very rich and effective businesswoman, you know, Olashile Abayomi. She is the CEO of supermarkets and she has been dropping some bombshells as the show has been going on. So we'll just go straight into the next question, which is you know, Olashile, I've heard about experiences where your clients books, a male client books you and says, either can you please come and make the food in my house, or okay, make the food but deliver it to me personally in my home, and then things will change. You get there and sometimes they pounce on you, not the food, they pounce on the cooker of the food. You know. So have you ever experienced this kind of thing?
Yes, no. Yes. When I just started business, you know, I was the dispatch person, I was the secretary, I was everything. So I went to of course I was the one delivering at the time. So I just went to this person, very popular person. If I mention it, the person from Olioli. Anyway, so I went to deliver to this person. It says his wife is not around. So of course that would be why you are buying
you're ordering for food. Yes.
Right. So I got there and, you know, I wanted to deliver and he said, no, they should tell me to come to the office. I went to the office. He said I should come to the inner office. Okay, I got to the inner office. Sir, this is the food. And he stood up like wanted to go and do something. All of a sudden, he just went to lock door. Kilo shele, sir. Locking door.
You didn't eat food in secret.
I like you and I've been looking for an opportunity. Yeah, all those things that they say. I'm like, sir, I don't understand what you're doing. You didn't have to lock the door to ask me out or to talk to me. Then he started holding me and all that. All of a sudden, the holding now became strong. What's strong hold? Me, I'm a Lagos girl. So I just carried the pen on the table and we still have the scar.
You got to that point. Yeah. You had to get physical too, to defend yourself.
To be able to live. Yes. I had to. Then when I got to the security person, they say, sorry. Now so God they do, sorry. Like,
are you serious?
Oh God they do and they know there and you're keeping it's so sad. It's so sad. Another one happened again. Me, I would not even agree to come cook in your house. I won't accept that.
Okay.
For delivery at the time, I was doing that. You know, this one literally was masturbating before I went into the place to what is wrong with people? So these things happen. Some of them will tell you, hello, I want soup, you know how to cook very well. I'll give you so amount for you to just spend the night with me and you cook for me. And you know all those nonsense things. But I really do not blame them. I'm sure
like you said, you see a lot of things. Yeah, there are some people that would. That's why they can continue to ask for it.
Yeah, so it's a lot. It's a lot.
So how do you cope with this? Because it can be traumatizing.
Oh, it is traumatizing. Remembering that particular one that I stabbed is even traumatizing.
You have to stab your clients.
Because I wasn't myself for a long time. It affected my mental health, and they were like, why?
Why forever?
Why would you want to do that to me? Why would you want to rape me? Because that was what it was aiming
yes,
for.
He wanted to forcefully put himself on you.
So it's traumatizing, but over the years you get over it. Then as time goes by, they come. You're more matured now.
Yes.
So you can easily say,
detect.
Do you get?
That's back on.
So once the conversation is too long, you say, I'm sorry, I have other things that I want to do. You hang up. If you want to buy. If you don't want to buy,
go.
Come and be going. It's not by force.
Go.
Yeah. So,
absolutely. You know, lately, not even lately, normally people say, I can understand if a man is ordering food. Why should women be ordering for soup? Why should women? Can they cook? What are they doing? So tell me your clientele. Do you have women ordering for food?
80% is women.
Loud it, please say it again.
It's not women that don't know how to cook. It's women that have other things to do with their productive time. See, time management is very important. So she'll go to work from morning till night, and you want her to still come and be slugging it out in the kitchen. Are you serious? Even we that we cook for business sake, it's tedious, it is hard. How much more a woman that has been working, or even if she doesn't go to work and she's a housewife, it's that still takes care of the children. Yeah, it's still a job. And at least give her a break. It's not for people who don't. There are people who order for me that I'm sure that they can cook more than me 1 million times. So it's not about that. It's just that we are creating convenience. We're selling convenience to people who desire to eat good food, but then they don't have the time to make those foods. So it's not about the people that don't know. They can cook very well. They can really cook very well. But they just decide to use that time for other productive and important things, which is okay. We are here for you now. Why do you want to stress yourself? So
it's very okay for women to order buckets of soup.
Over okay.
You all have heard it. It's very okay. my fellow queens, please feel at home. You can call supermarket anytime,
I'm
any
here
day.
For you, babe.
And then just enjoy your food, all right? So people are doing their face, somebody will be fine.
Abby?
Okay. All right. Finally, before we go, what are the major challenges in food business in Nigeria? Like, what are those things that probably if you're in another country or in another society, food business would have been easier for you? So what are the challenges that, because you are in Nigeria, you're facing those challenges in your food business?
Logistics. Okay. Number one. To get the food across, to go to the market, it's not like very easy.
Smooth.
It's not very smooth. Logistic. Then I won't say if in the country, I won't say it's a peculiar thing
to Nigeria. Okay.
To Nigeria. I think it's just everywhere. So human resources, getting human being, managing human beings. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of, and food business is not anyhow business. So if you miss it at the beginning or any stage, you have to start again from the beginning. So human resources is a very, very tough challenge. Then different government policies here and there. Sometimes it's not, most times it's not favorable, but we don't have a choice. You have to obey the authority and do what you need to do. But the challenges are like a lot. But as you go into the business, as you grow,
it becomes easier.
You learn on the job, and it becomes a bit easier for you. The load will not be too much or cumbersome for you. You'll be fine.
Okay, if I don't ask this question, I don't think some of my listeners will not be happy. So, how easy is it to start food business? Easy. How much do I need?
Oh well, I started with 0.
How do you mean 0?
I didn't.
You had ingredients in your house.
What I mean by 0 is I didn't have any money stock up somewhere.
To say this is for business.
Or for business or anything. I didn't have any money, but I just, for me, I said it is divinely called.
Yes.
So it was easy for me to look at it from the spiritual standpoint. I said, okay, God is going to do it. But for you that you don't have anything, you have to have something. You have to have something. Then because it is money that you use to multiply money. If you don't have money, then you just be there. But what come? Everybody says, well, I don't have capital, I don't have capital. You have your phone now. It's a digital world now. So
This
the
table
food
that
that
you're
you cook
shaking.
in your house, why not make it nice, take a picture of it and post it, rather than you going to blogs to gossip and fight
The
other
one that
people
doesn't concern you, to
are
troll
living
people
their
that are living
Eh?
lives.
So you have your phone, you have your data. It's a huge
That's enough for you to
capital.
start.
That's enough for you to start.
You
And
just
God will
heard
help
it.
you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Olashile.
you.
You just heard it. If I didn't do anything for you on this show, I've given you a way to start food business.
Right.
You see, you can start with just little, with just noodles. You can just arrange your noodles well. Put some kind of obstacles that will attract people. Snap it and put it on Instagram. You're a food vendor.
It's deeper than that, though.
So you can start from there.
You can start from somewhere.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for being a part of today's BRR show, the business, relationship, and real life issue show on TLIG Africa TV. I'm still your girl, Jkay. Follow me on Instagram at Jkay_OAP, and I'll bringing you updates. So join us same time next week as we bring you amazing guests and amazing topic. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your week. We love you. Say bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you for having me.